Propaganda Kings, and today in BBC, Bitcoin scam. Bitcoin scam nets life savings of an old lady, 75 years old, and it's taken, this Bitcoin scam has taken £11,000 off this old, obviously senile, a little bit daft, who knows. I know it's a bit of a shame, these scams. Now, what this article does not say. Well, firstly, if the scam was in US dollars, do you think it would say dollar scam? USD scam? No. Or if it was in pound, it wouldn't say Great British Pound scam. It wouldn't even say fiat currency scam. But the odd thing is, somehow they've drawn some connection with Bitcoin. Weird. So this is typical BBC propaganda. But what I would actually say is, if you see this from more places than just BBC, and we see a flurry of these coming out, what that means is they're getting ready for a new offensive, a new media offensive against Bitcoin. Now, nowadays when you see a media offensive against Bitcoin, two things. One is, when they say things, they can't pass it off as, oh, it's my ignorance, I don't really know what I'm talking about, head scratch, I don't really know. I don't know, these things confuse me. No, they know exactly what they're saying. They say the word Bitcoin on purpose. It is propaganda, right? They say it to defame Bitcoin. There's no other reason than that, just to defame it. And the other thing is, they don't do it anymore to put people off Bitcoin altogether, right? The reason they do it is to assist the institutions in their, it's kind of like a velocity lever for the institutions, you know. BBC and some big players, right, put out this FUD, bring the level of adoption down. It's like basically throttling the adoption level. And that can even be not just the new adopters, it can also be existing Bitcoin hodlers who want to add or maybe dump some of their coins because they're getting scared of the news, you know. So keep an eye on that. This is just a one-off that I've seen. I haven't actually seen any. I haven't seen any Bitcoin headlines in a while that are. I don't mean Bitcoin headlines. Of course, you get them all the time. I'm talking about contrived, blatantly contrived Bitcoin headlines, where they've basically shoehorned Bitcoin in there. This company was actually called, I think it was LTC Investments. Well, it's a Litecoin company, you know. No. If someone uses a telephone to commit a scam, you don't blame the manufacturer of the phone, right? I can give a few more examples, but this is just ridiculous. Trying to even pretend. Why's that speckle on my screen? It's weird. Oh, it's on my actual LCD screen. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's really weird. A dead spot on my screen somehow. Don't know how that happened. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out. That was on BBC News 9 hours ago. The day is the 21st. So basically it was on the 21st of January. You'll see on BBC. Look for a Bitcoin story. And it's just a pathetic story. It's just absolutely pathetic because you can see it's not even a story. Other person gets done. You know what the story really is? Why the F are they not saying anything but the fact that YouTube delivered, or Facebook was it? One of the social media companies delivered this scam to her. They never mentioned this. These scams, for a start, Google, Facebook, Twitter, when they deliver these scams, or Instagram, they know exactly who the scammers are. Why? Because they pay with a bloody credit card. They know exactly who it is. They are scam facilitators. I've said many times, all these social media companies, they're not up to any good. They are delivering evil. They're facilitating evil. They're facilitating scams. They do it all the time. They all function, even with the governments. They help governments out as a payback for the what do you call it? Not tax breaks, complete tax write-offs. Right? It's disgusting. Just wanted to mention that. It's the latest blatant, shameless propaganda that I've seen outside of the usual BBC propaganda, but just related to Bitcoin, I thought it was quite funny. All right, cheers, bye.